degrees Charlie today. Slightly comfortable than before and lesser humidity. So that's what the situation on this end is. And there were quite a lot of rains in the past I would say 2-3 days back. There was a lot of rain. But for the last 2 days, no rain, but temperature still a little bit cooler, John. So that's the situation on this end. I'm on the same Moxon with about 400 watts. So, and your critical report is about 5 to 10 dB, John. Back to you.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'm also on the Moxon, beaming towards your house, and I'm on the little Hermes Light radio. Over.
Yeah, Roger, sounding very good. I like that radio. Really want to pick up a STR sometime. I am torn between getting a STR or getting a portable radio because I'm a big STR fan. I started my journey with a RTL STR, and even now I just picked up the Air Spy. So like a really nice wide band receiver which can take a lot of signals. So big STR fan. And my Moni QTH is also making software, so it sits in very well with my taste. But on the other hand, I also want to do some field day because in my location the noise floor is pretty high, John. So slightly torn between going for a Hermes or some STR or maybe a portable. So that's where things are, John. Back to you.
Yeah, Roger. Well, the Hermes Light, it's about $350, something like that. But what you will find is you might see the noise, but you don't hear it. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, 350 is a pretty decent price. I thought it would be a lot more than that. Probably I was thinking about $500 or $700, but that's a pretty good price. And what's the amplifier you're using with Hermes, John, yourself?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I'm using an ACOM 1200S, and what I'm trying to remember what the name of the attenuator. The attenuator has been taken out, so at the moment the power is about 3 watts on the radio, and I'm looking at the signal meter, and it's just under 550. Over.
Yeah, Roger. So the thing with my amplifier, it's a Furono amplifier. I think this is solid state as well. But it's if I go down in power, like I am driving this right now at about 65 watts right now. And if I go lower, the output power drops drastically. It's not like the LDMOS ones where you can put in 3 watts, and so now I'm going down. So this is Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Fox Mike on about 5 watts, on 5 whiskey right now. Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Fox Mike on 5. So yeah, Greg, the thing is that this amplifier, it goes down when I reduce the power. So maybe I need a preamp or something to power it up, or maybe sell this amplifier and look for something in the LDMOS side. So that's one caveat I need to work with, John, yourself.
Yeah, Roger. Well, that was very interesting because you are 5'8", 5758 on the 3 watts. May I go back to you on 3 watts, over?
Yeah, Roger, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Fox Mike, Oscar November 8 Echo India on 3 watts, over? Over?
Yeah, okay, John. I could hear, but I would say 3-3-3-4, maybe just some traces. And also, the 3 watt is not complete 3 watt. Sorry, my apologies. The 3 watts, the output from the radio, but what I'm putting out, let me just check. 1 second, I'll just check. Yeah, okay, QSL. So 3 watts the output from the radio, but the amplifier still pushes about, I would say 100, 150. But it's not going. It's supposed to put out about 400 on the peak. But if the input is low from the radio, if I'm putting out 3 to 4 watts, the output from the Furono, my amplifier, it drops very drastically. So that's what the situation is on this side, John. Yourself?
Yeah, Roger. Okay, very good. Well, just to tell you about that little Hermes light, because of the software that we use, you can really drive the radio, so it just keeps the power booming and booming. Over.
Okay, QSL on that. Roger. Okay, John. Good signal over here today. Nice to catch up with you. And yeah, gonna try that. Let's see. I'll probably make a plan. I really maybe want to change and do an upgrade on the amp because this is quite old tech. It's a very rugged one, but it's got noisy fans and probably due for an upgrade as well. So think about that and let's see how that goes. Okay, John, pleasure meeting you. Good signal, consistent 5.9 plus with me. And hope everything's fine on your end. Oscar, November 8, Echo India, VU3, Juliet Fox, Mike, over.
Yeah, very good. Okay, well, one final question because I'm sure you're such a strong signal in Europe. A lot of people want to call you, but just on a final one, how high is the antenna above ground, over?
Yeah, Roger, it sits up about 30 meters high, about 90 feet above the ground. Yourself?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, it's terrific. It's a beautiful mast, and you've got a great station. Okay, well, thank you very much for coming back to my call. I'm really happy to speak with you again. And I know my good friend down in Kuwait, 9K2KO, he always laughs when you come in at the back of his beam, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, he's got a pretty fine setup over there as well. On the back of his beam, for me, he's always plus 20. When he's pointing towards North America, I'm getting him plus 20. So it's always astonishing to, have that kind of a report. And when, I think a day before yesterday, I was having a conversation with him, and he turned his beam towards my side, and that goes all the way to 40, 45, very, very strong. So, yeah, I mean, Masalam does a pretty good job at the radio, and lots to learn from you guys. I'm pretty new, and like you said, this tower, it looks pretty beautiful now, but I had to struggle a lot with this, John, if I tell you. So this is a section tower, like they've got 10-foot sections, and they use something called a derrick pole. So they tie the derrick pole on the top of one section, and then they pull the other section on top of it. So no cranes, only two people, one at the bottom pulling the sections up, one on the top just bolting one after the other. And then even the antenna, they use the derrick pole to get it on top, no cranes. But this is a pretty heavy antenna, it's still about 45 kgs, and for one person on top, it's quite a cumbersome job to pull the antenna, then straighten it, then put the clamps on it to bolt it to the mast. So that was quite a lot of struggle, and then I struggled a little bit with the cabling and everything as well. But once I got things dialed in, I think, the experience has been extremely wonderful. All that effort goes into the hobby. And when you get to meet friends like you, I think all of that goes worth, John. So that's the story on this end. Yourself?
Yeah, Roger, terrific. And of course, you're a very fit guy with your climbing and everything like that. Okay, I made a little recording, and what I'll do, I'll send you a link on an email, over.
Yeah, that would be wonderful, John. Yeah, QSL, I do paragliding, so not really afraid of the height. And I've got full safety gear with the harness and with the helmet and everything. And I think probably did about 7 to 8 climbs. So not very great at planning. I could have gotten everything done in one go if I had good planning. But I learned a lot and don't mind the effort going into it as long as everything works. Okay, John, appreciate the recording, and I'll be looking for your email. Back to you.
Yeah, very good. Okay, well, thank you very much for the contact. Really nice speaking with you again, and I look forward to many more in the future. So I'll put it back to you for a final, and then you can. There's going to be a lot of people calling you. So Victor Uniform 3, Juliet Fox Mike, Oscar November 8, Echo India. Bye bye from Belgium, Yassine. Over.
to all the stations who are standing by, but just wanted to exchange a couple of overs with you because it's always nice to see you on the air. Okay, John, good signal, consistent, I would say 10 dB over 9 consistently throughout the QSO. So very comfortable and sounding very good. 73s and a good night, and I hope to catch up with you again, John. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye, Yasan. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Night, John. 195, John, 195.
Yeah, okay, Dennis, 195. Very good, Dennis. I'm just going to bring the beam up towards you. So, Victor I was going to call you Victor Uniform. Victor Kilo 4 Sugar X-ray, Oscar November 8 Echo India. Dennis, over.
Can we go down 2 more, John? 2 more, 193.
Yeah, 193 QSY.
That's right. Look, 195 looked clear, but there's someone just on the top side. Yeah, you're 59 plus. Right, hold you up. I heard you before I went to make coffee, and I just got back, so you're still there. So I thought I'd just say good evening, good morning. 59 plus. I hope you're well.
Very well, and all the better from hearing you, over.
It's very good. It's nice to see there's no contest. That contest is finished. Every weekend there appears to be a contest. But anyhow, I close down when there's a contest on. But nice to hear you. A couple of strong stations, but not a lot of traffic, John, over.
Yeah, Roger. And how strong was the Indian station, over?
Oh, I could hear him. I knew he was there. If I had to, I could have worked him, but he wasn't pointing my way. We don't hear VU2s or 3s very often at all here, John, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, he's amazing because he's not so powerful, but I don't know if you've been to his QRZ page. He's got a tri-band antenna. It's similar to what I have, but on 20 it's a Moxon, over.
Okay. No, I didn't go to his QRZ side. Very seldom we hear many guys from VU2 at all, that part of the continent at all, but... Yeah, okay. Well, no news here. All is okay. All is well. Can't complain. Good signal from you. Good modulation. There you go. Got a few guys in Australia waiting for their new 10s. Some of them are running in the old 10s from 2012. And they bought a new one, with the new filters and everything. So they're waiting for that to come in. So that's about the gossip here, John, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, someone told me, a little birdie told me... That new 10, it didn't have filters, over?
Well, I didn't think they had filters either, but when one of the guys went and checked it had filters, so I don't know. I never investigated it much, over.
Yeah, Roger, well, out of curiosity, do you think you'll get one for pig iron, over?
No, I don't want one. I got plenty of arms. I'm right. I still got the 7-inch one, the 7-inch screeny I haven't turned on yet.
Yeah, Roger, you've got quite a setup, and of course, how is the water-cooled one, over?
I'm using the tube amp today because it was about 8 degrees this morning. It's still about 11, but the water-cooled one just keeps going. It's just wonderful, John. I've been here only 3 years now, John. 3 years. Without one hiccup, over. Yeah,
that's amazing. Well, he does a terrific job. Well, I'm very happy with my kilowatt one, over.
I bet you are. It's very, very reliable, very quiet, and just does the job. Just gets on with the job, John, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, that's what we want. So tonight, Dennis, I'm on the little baby radio. And the ACOM 1200S, over?
Sounds great. No, it sounds very good. Yeah, good signal. Good modulation. Your signal always sounds good. There's no problem. I do believe it just seems to be a little bit more audio in, I don't know why, when you're using the VK amp. The audio seems to be stronger unless you've changed something, that's all. But no, it sounds great. Great signal. Yeah, no, he makes a great product. I'll tell you, when the contract's finished, I'll tell you what he's done, John. I'll just tell you what he's doing now and what he's just finishing off. You'll be absolutely gobsmacked, John, when I tell you the story, over.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. Well, I have to say, I'm sure it's probably good news, and it's well deserved. Over.
Well, you're going to get a shock from a little amp manufacturer down in the southern hemisphere to fill a contract for over hundreds of amplifiers for a northern hemisphere university for testing. So when it's all done and dusted, I'll fill you in on the story, mate. Plus 50 dividers as well, plus 50 power combiners as well. Incredible. His power combiner, his amplifier combiner is a static, it's just a 12 volt for the cooling, but it's a passive combiner, and it's absolutely bomb-proof. So they liked it, so they bought 50 of them, John, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, that's a lovely order. So hopefully he'll enjoy the fruits of his labor. Over.
Yeah, well, you'll laugh when I tell you the full story. I just can't divulge everything yet, but they just could not believe his workmanship. So he sent 2 amps up and a combiner, and they've been running the two 2-kilowatt ones combined with a combiner and running them constantly on 2 frequencies at 1 kilowatt each. You get 2 kilowatts completely with redundancy. And they're wondering to be running for 6 months without a problem, non-stop, over.
Yeah, that sounds really amazing. So, just out of curiosity, Dennis, how is the lady of the house? Over.
Very good. So I bought a new motor car last week. We went to buy a little motor car. Giving our eldest grandson her old Toyota Camry. And we went to buy a little car just for something running around, something around about 25,000. But nothing suited, and we walked back into the showroom, the Toyota dealership, and they wheeled out a brand new little Yaris Cross, a little Yaris Cross sports car type thing, little crossover car. And it's a hybrid. She said, I love that colour. So we bought it. So we're just waiting. We'll have it in 10 days. So, I'm number one guy, so I've got to find something that I need to buy in ham radio, John, over.
Yeah, Roger. But Dennis, you have everything, and I wonder how your Polish antenna is. Over.
Well, they call it the cannon. The guys in Europe have nicknamed it the cannon. Now here he comes with the cannon. Every time I point it, it's very tight. It's very sharp. It's sharper than my ultra beam. It's about 20 degrees, azimuth, not 28 or 30. It's about 18 to 20 degrees. And they say, here he comes with the cannon. Look out, here he is. He's pointing the cannon at you. So they've nicknamed it the cannon, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, that sounds great. And are you doing much transmissions on 40 meters? Over.
Well, every morning, if I get there after propagation, I generally run into Nicola and the guys on 147 pretty well every morning. But there's not a lot of traffic at the moment because of the hot weather and the storms in Europe, John, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, and then they have some fires in Turkey and Greece. So I wonder, do you ever? Well, I think we talked about this before, but I was listening to Brian on 7128. What is it? Whiskey 4 WMT. Over.
Yeah, I don't get on there much. I don't get on that frequency. I don't get on that band at that time. Short path into North America. I've been through all that. The last 50 years, John, you know what I mean? I thought the old guys I used to run into, I used to know Joe DeMare from Florida. Well, Joe passed away last year, and he had an Anan. I helped him set his Anan up. So we had something in common to talk about, John, but not now, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Well, Dennis, I was speaking to Jasan, I think it's Jasan in India. And I was talking about I'm going to go down and get a cup of tea. Over.
Very good. I'll let you go. Well, have a nice the weekend's gone, but anyhow, I hope is it cooling down up there where you are, John? Is it cooling down?
Oh, yeah, it's lovely and cool. During the day with us, it's probably about 22 degrees, Dennis, and light showers, over.
Okay. ON80i VK4SX. I got an email last night from my friend in Finland, Oscar Hotel 7 Whiskey Papa. If you have a look at his site, 087 Whiskey Papa. They've had 14 days plus 30 degrees with bushfires and lightning storms and everything, and he hasn't been on 40. He's got 3/3/3 on 40, John. He works remote. He's got a contest station. But yeah, okay, very good. These GXP antennas, a friend of mine who was OH1 living in Hong Kong Harbour, who went back to Finland this year, he bought 3 16-3, 10, 15 and 20, and got them on a big tower. 3 stacks, 16-3, 3/3/3, John. And it's like you don't need an amplifier, John, but they love these GXP antennas in Poland, mate. They're everywhere, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, there's a good pal of mine down in VK3, and he's ordered one as well. So normally 6 weeks to 4 weeks, 6 weeks it should be with him, over.
Oh, very good. Okay, well he gets into strife. What model did he order, John? Over.
Yeah, well, I'm not precisely sure which one he ordered, but I think it's the one with the 3 elements on 40, over.
Okay, got the 18-6. Okay, righto. Well, just tell him if he needs to talk to me, just tell him to drop me an email if he wants any information. It's a little bit daunting when you're taking them all out of their packing tubes. The 10-inch and the 8-inch tube. There's a lot of aluminium there, mate, laid out on the ground. It can be a little daunting, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I know another guy that built up that one, and he says the instructions weren't as good as they could be, over.
No. Waldeck's English is not very good. I said Waldeck's a whole menage of photos and steps. And now he just includes anybody wants. They just take all the steps. Self-explanatory photos, just from really not very good photos, but self-explanatory to get the job done, John, over.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want. I remember when I built the OptiBeam, all the photos were there and everything was marked, over.
Yeah, that's right. Everything's marked, everything's good. Not quite as good as it could be. Getting better. It's taken off something exponentially. The GXP antennas have taken off exponentially. Elements and size and bands per weight are down 10% to anything else, but the strength is there. Mine's been up in 100-kilometre-hour winds here, and I had no problems. It was a gust came 98.9k. I had no problems. I would have lifted up. It didn't. I was very surprised. But I put a couple extra guys on mine. I will need to talk to your mate. Raise the extra guys. Tell him to email me when he's ready, and I will send him photos what he needs to do. Apart from what it comes with standard, he will need to add some extra guys, and he will need to get a roll of mesh strength rope, 6mm or 8mm mesh strength. And I will show him what he needs to do. You do need. I got 3 extra sets of guys on mine that doesn't move in nearly 100k wind, John, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'll send him a message and thank you in advance. VK4 Sugar X-Ray, Oscar November 8 Echo India. Very good of you, Dennis, over.
No problem. Let him go. I had a hand here from a VK too. We've got his going, but we're all happy now, very happy. I've never had so much fun since the neighbour's cat died on. Okay, let you go and get to tea. Good evening. Catch you later on. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye, Dennis. Call me again, over.
No problem at all. Thank you very much, sir. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye, Dennis. Take care.